Hello everyone, welcome back to my jbird. This remember 1976 and the 77 when I first learned how to play chess, created my opening, my theory, won with it, and I play the same way I do back then as today, except I play better today. I learned a lot more and can do more and understand a lot more than I did back then, but I knew it was great and how thrilling it was when this all happened back then because and I remember one time I was pushing Jay one time and I was saying, look, about this opening and everything. And, he was just excited as I was. And he spoke up and his dad was there and he says, and his dad started getting upset. And that's when I knew right then and there that, where he was getting his information was the whole time. But there's nothing I can do. I mean, they did some research and they told me, but there was nothing with the two bishops. And then it was the bishop and the knight, and then it was the queen and so on. But short-lived back then. I play more today than I ever did before. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to bring you all my openings in a video and show them all kinds of variations. I'm working to set a series of games with these variations at different levels. And let's get on with this one. And the last game with the 2000, okay, you saw all those pawn pushes. Well, I said to practice, here's a perfect end game for you. And do your pawn pushes right. Okay? I'm in black. This is called Nightbird, Knights 88, jbird, donna bird, to bot 2100. No errors, no help, no assistance of any kind. Game 34 to beat this bot. And it goes E4, D6, D4, E6, F3, D7, D3, and E7. There's your knight's bird since 1977. We go on. Castle, H6, E3, G5. I start the attack without pushing this pawn. And this tells me another thing because I did this. I struggle trying to beat these games, win at these games, and that's telling me no time to waste and get down here. After G5, H3, Knights 88. Okay. After that, because both knights are on 8s. After that, C3. Whoops. After C3, D7. And there's your jbird since 1977, which was my first creative opening with these two situations like this and the two rook end pawns up one. And I created it and I won with it my first game ever with that. And like I said, when Jay got tired of me playing the two bishops all the time, he used to play something different, and I did. I ended up either putting a queen or a knight up here. And then things rolled on again. After D7, E1, H5, E5, pass, yes, D5. And this position right here, number one move, pass. After D5, H4, I take H4, D1, wanted to open the file. After D1, I go H3. Nothing better to do but to push that piece. Takes H3, knighty up, G6, H1, H4, E2, takes F3, G5. And I remember, anytime he can't push that pawn, always get rid of that bishop. It's good. After G1, E3 takes, E3 takes, into the Donna's bird. E7. He takes H5, and I thought, wow, what is going on here? I was losing my mind. I said, well, I got to take it. I take H5. Oh, now I see. Check. He gets my knight, and I got to put the queen there. Look at that. F8, takes F8, takes F8, H2, E7. After E7, E2, G5, E4, C6, F1, G8. After G8, G4, G6, A3, F6, takes F6, takes F6, takes F6, takes F6. Check E5. I was so glad when he did that. G6, G3, H6, F4, rookie back G8, E2, F8, E3, F1, F4. After F4, B1, B3, B5. Now, here's how I saw something here to get this pawn up, because with this rook back here and this, if he pushes, I take. He's splitting up everything. I still got this pawn to push yet. I knew to push this pawn because I knew it was going to divide everything up by this pawn push. Looking at this. After B5, E6 takes, E6 takes, E6 takes. I go A1. What's he going to do? He goes D8. I take A3. He takes C6, A6, E7, E6. Takes another pawn, D5. I go A6. I didn't push right away. I wanted to trick the knight. In case this knight would have moved here, I would have moved here, and then let's see what happens after A6. He goes back F6. I go A5. Now I push up. G4. I was afraid if I pushed it up right away, the knight would somehow want to stick around. I don't know. I'm not sure. But after G4, G5, pushes D5, E8, E6, A4, takes A4, takes A4. If you don't take, I walk past. And now, after A4 takes, C4, A3. Well, you say, why he can't push it? I'll take it with a check. And then I'll take that one. If he pushes here, I'll take his knight. After A3, E5, A2, F7, F6, D6, B8, E4, G7, no more checks, E7, Queen, D6, E5, D7, takes E7, H4, takes D7, C5, H3, D4, get rid of all the pawns, H4, D5, D8, D6, H1, D4, bring it back, looking for to finish this, polish this thing off. After C6, C4, takes D6, C3, he didn't even, oh, he couldn't take it. Look, he couldn't take it, he was pinned. Look at that. After C3, C5, B3, B6, A4, B5, A3, A5. Game. Oh, the pawn pushes. I hope the computer really did the right pawn pushes. And obviously it looks like I did mine right. I just hope it did its right, so I was right. Let's go back over this quick. Into the knight's bird. I start the attack right away. Pass. So I'm attacking and developing the opening at the same time. You know, see how this game went? It was an opening and an attack at the same time. And then he comes up with this idea. Wow. All right. So we're like this. I mean, look at this. Well, you know, you think this is a drawing game, but shh. Lock it up in case he wants to take it that way. He didn't do it. I had ideas. I'm trying to get through here. All right, we trade these pieces. I was so glad he still did that. I didn't kind of want to go the other way and open it up. I like it closed like that where that bishop is. And then I got my chance to get back through here. I knew I wanted this. For some reason, I had to push this pawn thinking if he did anything, it would split it. So that's what I was looking at. That's what I thought in my head. He takes, I take. All right. I go here. I take it. All right, he takes it. What can I do? Went down, defend it. I went here. Well, oh man, now I could take another pawn. Oh man. So I push here. I didn't want to get crazy and hurry up because I was thinking if I push like this, it might think I'm trying to let it believe that, okay, it's looking at it, well, you ain't got enough time to get down here. That's why I did it. If I push it right away, it might start calculating something different here, jumping the knight back here. What did it do? It went this way. Then I pushed the pawn. That's what was thinking in my head on that one. Then he goes, I come back. Do I got enough time? He goes, I go. If you don't take it, I'm passing. He takes, I take. Now I'm only 3 squares away. But he can't push. I'll take. There's nothing defending it. He goes here. He needs help. Huh. Now, he could run his, but then I guess I'd still move it up. He pushes. I'll still take it. What a check. All right. You see that? I go again. He goes. I go. There's no time to get over there. Save the rook. No more checks. Queen, and I'll even sacrifice a whole rook if I had to. Came down. He goes, takes, and the rest is history. So I hope all my pawn pushes were right. That's why I say, even though at the end of these games, you got the easy win, still practice your pawn pushes. Look at it. I'm telling you, it's going to help you later on. Make it easy for yourself. All right. Thanks for stopping by. And we're going to have some more. Remember, 76 into 77.